How would you feel if I told you back in June of 2025 they came up with a paper to simulate 1 billion virtual residents using AI and LLM agents? You'd know I'd be talking about CitySim, an urban simulator, something that creates a digital copy of an entire urban population center, a digital clone that mimics natural, organic human behavior, but they don't know that they're not real. Each resident comes with their own personal memories, long-term goals, desires, spatial awareness, devotions. It literally comes pre-programmed with a personality. They have their own agency. It's value-driven. They have their own schedules. They have their own, habits. They have their own little lifestyle as they exist in this virtual world. Weekday commuting patterns, weekend leisure activities, shopping habits, and the system itself is literally able to identify individual patterns of the environment, of the virtual world, based off how these virtual people interact. It's coming up with its own economy. They're like able to predict what's going to become popular based on what they're doing with these LLMs. Because it's not just popularity, spending habits, and stuff like that they're using, it's so much more. People are saying that the city simulator that they built can be used for not just, populating markets and stuff like that, but at the same time, disaster event planning, city planning, and so much more. Setting up public infrastructure, creating whole new systems without actually having to use real people. Now they're tightening up this city simulator with additional information. They're trying to figure out self-actualization, high-level human activities, and things like that. But you see, it doesn't stop with just the simulation. And this is whenever it gets into things like Project Looking Glass and so much more. If they're able to take a snapshot of the current time frame that we're in and run these different types of simulations and inject different type of stimuli, different type of events, as they say before, also predict certain things taking place, it becomes much more than running simulations. We're talking about controlling the future. And somewhere, your data footprint, you've left enough of a metadata trail for somebody to scrape up and create a digital cloned copy of you that they can put inside of these simulators and run these calculations. This is where it gets a little crazy, because they don't want to just keep running simulations. That's a waste of time. They want to be able to predict, control, and manipulate the future. That's what the city simulation system is. That's what the technocracy is. That's why they're rolling out all these data centers. That's why they're trying to scrape up as much of your metadata as you can. That's why they want you communicating with AI. That's why they want us over here on social media giving away our personal tendencies and stuff like that. They need that information to feed it into the simulation. Because once you've given all your information over, then it can not even retroactively, but proactively preempt you and begin to, through like fifth dimensional chess or whatever, manipulate you into doing what you need to do. Or at least manipulate you into what it wants you to do. This goes into the complete topic of NPCs, background people, soulless people, right? And something we've been talking about over in the show time and time again. Why we cannot be an NPC in somebody else's ChatGPT script. Yeah, yes. Go look at it for yourself, guys. I've got it literally right here so you can read it.